Hello there, DisFanChat world. How's everyone out there in DisFanChat land, Facebook land? It's Amanda. I'm with Verify's Wow Travel, seeking wow in every destination. This is my DisFanChat page, however, which is a page dedicated entirely to Disney and chatting with other Disney bloggers and friends and fans. It is a spin-off from a Twitter chat that I started that we do every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the hashtag DisFanChat. So we're so glad you're here today. Today is a very special day. It is the very first live show that I've done here on this page, and it is the very first time I've had some special guests with me who may become a permanent part of this particular show. So as you can see, today I have two of my three children with me today. This over here to my left is Jacob, my oldest. He's 10.
Hi. Hi. Oops. Hi.
And this is my daughter, Sarah, who is
Hi.
6, and my youngest is sleeping right now, so this is not a great time for him to try to do a show, so he's taking a nap, but it's a great time for us to do it because it's a little bit quieter in the house. So anyway, welcome. As you can see from the title, today we're going to talk about what we believe to be the top 5 reasons that you should definitely visit Disney World at Christmas time. We were able to go last year at around the first week of December. We had a great time. We certainly wish we were going back again this year, but we're not. So instead, we're going to talk about Disney because that's what Disney fans and nerds do when they can't be there. So if you're coming in just a few minutes late, again, I just want to introduce myself. I am Amanda. I am the owner and author at Verify's Wow Travel, seeking wow in every destination. And thank you, Leah. And one of our topics on that program has definitely, on that blog, I got distracted, has definitely become all about Disney. I kind of have 2 major themes going on over there, hiking and Disney, and so Disney is a big part of it. So DisFanChat is a spin-off of that. And hello, Dawn Marie, so glad to have you join us today. So anyway, so I decided I wanted to involve my kids more in this whole DisFanChat thing because Disney for us is obviously all about family. It's all about having a good time together, and these guys are a big part of why I ended up going back to Disney for the first time after over 20 years. I went once when I was 16, and then I did not go back again until after I had, she says hi.
Hi, Beth.
I had 3 children.
Hi.
So we went 3 years ago for the very first time when this one was 7 and she was just 4 and the baby was less than 2. And we had a great time and I got really hooked, and you can read all about how I became, went from being a Disney skeptic to being a all-out blown Disney fanatic, talk about Disney, love Disney, promote Disney, everything Disney in our house now. So that's who we are, and here's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to first go through. I'm going to tell you what the top 5 were that we decided. Then we had to talk about this yesterday. And the question I asked the kids was this: if we were going back next week, what would you most look forward to at Christmas? So we talked about that for a good 30 to 45 minutes, and we tried to narrow it down to the top 5. So Jacob, you want to tell us what number 5 was?
The food.
The food, of course, the food. Disney food, special Disney Christmas food that we received, and we'll go into more detail about that in a minute. Our number 4 was what, Sarah?
The Christmas light.
No, and the Christmas trees, specifically the Christmas trees at the parks. Those were amazing. So we'll talk about those in a minute. Number 3 was the special Christmas shows, programs, and events. And I'll go into detail about this too, but just so you know, you don't have to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party to enjoy some of the shows and programs. There are some free things or included things as well. So we'll talk about that. Number 2, reason why we think you should definitely visit Disney at Christmas time. And this is sort of related just to the party, although you may get to do this in some other places. I'm not for sure, but was the what?
The special characters.
The special characters that you can meet that you can't meet at other times of the year. That was pretty cool. And our number 1 reason, this was the topic for my blog post this week, and I want to talk a little more about this, is actually totally free. You don't even have to go to the parks to do this, and it is the resort hopping at the deluxe resorts. So and the reason you would do that is to see all the fabulous, fabulous decorations. So, we do like it too. We love it. We love it. I just throw that out there because I know for some people they may think, well, if I can't go to the Christmas party, then I shouldn't go at Christmas time, and I don't think that's true. We went last year and we had annual passes, so it was a little bit of how do you say, a strain. But if I were to go back and didn't have annual passes, I would absolutely do it. I would just use it as my park ticket. But if I go back again and I have annual passes, I don't know if I'll splurge on that again because it's really expensive to pay again when you have the passes. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. I absolutely recommend the party if you can swing it. I just want people to know that there's still a lot of fabulous stuff there at Christmas time, even if you don't go to the party. But you should definitely go if you can do it. So now we'll go into detail. So what was so great about the food at Christmas time? I mean, we love Disney food any time of the year, but why was that like our number 5?
Because of the special Christmas food we got. It was really good. It was like the sugar cookies, the hot chocolate. The allergies were really cool because when we went in, they give you a gigantic sugar cookie if you don't have allergies. But we asked about it and we were allergic to it. But instead, they gave us this special map that you can, sort of like a scavenger hunt. You get the map and you get to go look, and there's certain locations that have allergy cookies or special snacks that are allergy.
Right. So for those of you who have gotten to know me just a little bit, yes, they are very yummy. And you get all that you want. That's the really cool part because, you know, the snacks are great, but you don't get to go into the park and just go back and get snacks all the time. But the party is great. So, yeah, there's definitely more to enjoy than you could discuss in a quick video, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, coming up with just 5 was kind of a difficult thing. So we're going to have some more future videos, but today we wanted to talk about this. So those of you who've been around me much or have read much on my blog will know that my kids have food allergies. These 2 do. This one has peanut, tree nut, and coconut allergy, and this one has just peanut. So that was one of the number 1 reasons why I fell in love with Disney was how they handle food allergies. And so the party was amazing because we got there, and of course they're handing out cookies right up front, and they're like, well, we can't give these to the food allergies, but here's the map. And so we saw it as a scavenger hunt. It was really cool. So we had to go and find the special locations that did have cookies they could eat, all the cookies they wanted, and it was really awesome. So if you don't want your kids to only have sugar for supper, you probably should feed them before you go. But it was great. And then Jacob, because he has the coconut allergy, that one is a little bit more difficult. And so a lot of times hot chocolate we can't have because it has coconut oil in it. But we discovered, so if you have a coconut allergy, this is your tip, that sugar-free hot chocolate does not usually have coconut oil. So we were able to find that, and they were able to have lots and lots of hot chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So another really cool thing that we had that I thought was great was, the hot cocoa. They had slushies. Like there was a place that had like slushies.
I think it was near the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
It was over there at the ice cream place. Yeah, right across from the carousel.
And there was like sugar cookies.
So in case you didn't have enough sugar from your cookies and your hot cocoa, you could go get an icy full of sugar. So it was pretty cool. But you know, if you're going to stay up late, you got to have, 2 packs. You got to stay up late, then you're going to have. And that was the cool thing. I mean, I love that they give out the Enjoy Life allergy cookies, but these were not those. These were like real sugar cookies. I mean, so it was really cool. Yeah, it was kind of cold. Was it cold the night we went to the party?
I was freezing.
You were, okay.
Okay, it was cold. It was cold.
Yeah, we have a knack for taking the cold with us to Florida. We go to Florida every year, usually in January, February, and it's inevitably, like one year we were at Disney, it was like 40 degrees and 20-mile-an-hour winds, so it was kind of crazy. But we still love it.
Can I tell about the Christmas tree?
Yes, so she wants to tell you all about the Christmas tree. So our number 4, like we said earlier, was the Christmas trees at Disney. So Sarah's going to tell you about why those were so cool.
Well, in Epcot, the trees were so duper tall.
Super duper tall. Yes, one of our favorite pictures was
wait.
Somebody gave us an angry face. One of our favorite pictures was the ones that we took at Epcot with the family in front of the tree over in the American Pavilion.
They must have accidentally hit the wrong button.
Oh, maybe. That's okay. So that's right over there where you can get eggnog, parents, if you like that thing, sort of thing. But anyway, in the American Pavilion, they have a really cool tree, and there's a cast member there, of course, taking pictures. So we got a great family photo over there. So we really like the big trees and all the decorations. Yeah, what?
Hi.
Say?
The decorations on the trees are pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was looking, I saw it earlier today, and I couldn't find it. The numbers, did you just read that? Like the crazy amount of lights and.
Oh yeah, it was right here. Hold on.
Yeah, that was on a tree.
All right, so the main tree in the middle has quote 2,000 ornaments with 800 bows. The Sparkling World in Magic Kingdom has quote over 300,000 lights. And decorated with approximately 4 miles of ribbon and over 2 miles of garland and 200 wreaths.
That's amazing. So, and if you've ever seen that video, it's kind of cool that where they, oh, it was a wink. Oh, it was you. Okay, we thought it was a frowny face. That's okay. they take down all those Halloween things and put up that Christmas stuff like overnight, and somebody has a time-lapse video out there. I'm sure you've seen it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's pretty neat. We really like all the decorations. So all right, number 3, moving on to the number 3 reason why we think you should definitely go to Disney at Christmas time is...
Remember? You
want me to say it?
Special Christmas shows, programs, and events.
You're excited.
Yes, I am.
So you're getting revved up by all these comments, aren't you? Okay, yeah, the special shows. So yes, of course, there's the amazing parade that you get to see at the Christmas party, which is cool because we saw all kinds of cool characters that you don't always get to see. But there's lots of other cool shows. There's the candlelight show, Epcot, and I really just like going the holidays around the world. That World Showcase was awesome. It was kind of neat to learn all the different ways. Like, what was it you were telling me? I didn't even see this in Mexico.
Oh yeah, they said their stockings. They put their shoes out there on the porch, sort of. That's where they get their gifts.
Yeah, so you can learn all about some of the different Christmas traditions that happen around the world. So that's pretty neat. We got to see a Santa Claus in the Norway area who didn't look anything like the Santa Claus we have in America. He was skinny.
Must not eat as much burgers and pizza as we have in America.
So not on the American diet. So anyway, obviously, again, I could just go and spend a lot of time at Epcot any time of the year. So yeah, and that's still on our bucket list. I don't think I was able to get like the party ticket, the candlelight processional, and so we didn't get to go. We didn't stand in line in the back. So I was telling kids we may have to do a bucket list show on things we still want to see at Christmas time. So there's always new stuff, but we did not get to do that. That was one thing that's still on my list.
Oh yeah, tell them about that Elsa show.
Hello, Cassandra. Glad you joined us.
Hello.
So these are some of my peeps from our DisFanChat Twitter group. So Cassandra's one of my hosts, the Mouse Seekers. All right, so we're on to number 2. If you're just joining us late, we're doing the 5 reasons we think you should visit Disney at Christmas. So we're down to number 2. And so this one is pretty much a party thing. Some of y'all out there may know this. If you can see special, oh, sorry, you want to tell it?
Can I tell Frozen show?
Okay, yeah, just, oh, she wants to go back to the show. I forgot. Okay, what was your favorite thing, one of the shows?
Well, I really liked the Frozen show. Elsa lights up the castle, and on it, Elsa, not Kristoff.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah,
Kristoff.
Oh, and Olaf were there.
Yeah, so of course we really love that, and that was pretty cool to see the castle. That's my favorite way to see the castle, is all in the Frozen Christmas lights. Pretty cool.
It really looks like there's snow on it.
Yeah, it's neat. Yeah.
If you're standing from a distance, and you just watch it from a distance, it looks like snow.
Sorry, I have to keep moving. Like the angle of the Facebook camera is not big enough to get all of us in there. There we go. Okay, so we're on to number 2 in special characters. So we know that you can see characters in the parks. That yes, it is definitely pretty. During the Christmas parade during the Christmas party that you cannot meet at other times of year. And so, of course, one of the big ones, you can meet them at the Halloween party and at the Christmas party. It was who? Do we get to meet? We got pictures made with the
7 dwarves.
So that was pretty awesome. Oh, you wanted to say it. I'm sorry. So that was cool. We love that. That was like my big, we have to do this if we don't get anything else done. I paid a lot of money to get in here to get these pictures. So that was cool. But I'm curious if you all have been there at Christmas before. Are there special characters in the other parks outside of the party? I can't remember.
There might be maybe like a Character Palooza.
Well, we know Character Palooza, but I mean aside from the Character Palooza. Anyway, I don't know. But you do get to meet characters, special characters at the Christmas party. Yeah, let us know if you know. So we really like that. Any other special characters we met during the Christmas party? I remember it's the 7 dwarfs.
7 dwarfs and
Elsa on it, yeah. Kristoff. And then the parade. And I mean, the parade was cool. There were so many characters in the parade that,
I don't remember.
Yeah, that you don't see. Of course, everybody's in their Christmas costumes and fancy dress, so that's kind of cool. All right.
Yeah, I got a dress in one of my candy canes.
Yeah, you got the dress up. This is Dawn Marie. This is your dapper girl right here. Last week on the Twitter chat, we talked about Dapper Days at Disney. Do you know what Dapper Days are? It's when you get to dress up, and you should see, Dawn Marie, you need to post some of your pictures from Dapper Days. Sarah would like to see those pictures. But you dress up like they would have dressed in 1955 when Disneyland first opened, and so people really get all dressed up. They wear fancy dresses, and they have really cool hats, and I said it would be right up your alley. You would love to do that. So we decided Dad should let us do a daughter day, Dapper Days with me and you, just daughter day. then I thought the boys wouldn't like that very much.
Mommy, like that, right there, the picture.
No, not quite like that. Sit down. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We're digressing, guys. Oh, she put you a dress up there.
Where?
Okay, so our number one reason, and like I said earlier, there, she's a dress on the comment. Our number one reason that we think you should visit Disney at Christmas time was the beautiful and amazing decorations at the resorts, specifically the deluxe resorts. I heard about this on a podcast last year before we went, and I was definitely like, oh, I want to do that so much, and I was so glad we did. We got to stay in the Grand Floridian at Christmas time, which is amazing. We were very blessed to get to do that. We loved it. And the Christmas tree there is just beautiful. Yes, go ahead. What else is in the Grand Floridian that's pretty awesome?
The gingerbread house.
Gingerbread, get over here in the camera. There you go.
It was like lined up. My mom might have got a few pictures without anybody in them.
Yeah, somehow I got some pictures without people down there, but normally the lobby was really full of people, and like they were lined up around that building selling gingerbread little kits like crazy. Definitely good marketing, but it was cool. They have a lady out there, and she does like demonstrations, and it's just really pretty. Grand Floridian is a beautiful resort anyway, and it's decorated for Christmas. It was just all the better. But my favorite place, my husband always opts for Grand Floridian. We only get to go there because there's a convention that he goes to every year, and so it's a really it's just a really good cost of the phone. You absolutely make a vacation of resort hopping. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I've seen that. That there are characters at the resorts as well, and yes, for sure. So we got to go. It was fun.
Yes.
We get to go because he has a convention, and we get really good rates. We could never go during the regular rack rate prices, but if you go to a convention, it's like 35% of the rack rate. It's a big discount. Otherwise, we would have never went. So we got to go twice because after I found that out, I just started looking. I was like, okay, we got to find another convention, and luckily there were two. So we went in February of so we went in December of 2016, we went in February 2015, I believe, both times. So it's really neat place to stay. But I wanted to stay at the Polynesian the last time, but my husband doesn't like it as much. He likes the Grand Floridian. He loves just the whole thing of the pomp and circumstance of it. But if you know anything about the resorts, you know that it's very easy to stroll the back way over to the Polynesian. So be quite often finding me over there with a Dole Whip in hand, hanging out, letting them play and watch the movies over there. And so, of course, we went over there and checked out their Christmas tree, and it was beautiful and kind of Hawaiian and just everything you would expect for the Polynesian resort. Gorgeous. And then my absolute favorite place to stay is in the boardwalk area. So we spent a night, and this is always a tip that I give people, is to have a non-park evening if you can squeeze it into your trip. And so we love to like plan a fancy dinner one night and then just kind of go resort hopping. So that's what we did. You need to sit back, baby girl. You can sit in the chair. Okay. So we had our nice dinner at my favorite restaurant, which is the Flying Fish, and then we walked around the boardwalk and we went and checked out the Swan and Dolphin, which technically not a Disney resort.
When fish fly. Movies on the beach.
Yes, we've done that before. Movies on the beach, for sure. We stayed at Beach Club last September. Oh, we have somebody that's woke up. That's okay. We stayed at Beach Club last September, and they do show movies out on the lawn. They don't have them down, in the beach area because of the sad event that happened last year. They're up on the lawn now. But, yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. A cool thing to do. Maybe we can talk about that one day on the show. But anyway, Swan and Dolphin, we had been told had some amazing decorations. So Jacob wants to talk about that and how cool that was, what we saw at the Swan and Dolphin.
All right. The second favorite I had was there's a big tree in the center area, and there's a train that went around it.
Yeah.
And it's made. You're staying there? Oh, we enjoy.
Oh, they enjoy staying there. Yeah, it's awesome. We're big Starwood people. Like all of our points are Starwood property and Marriott. So yeah, love to get to stay there. And the tree, have you stayed at Christmas before, Domery? The tree is all white poinsettias. It's really pretty.
There's a train that goes around with little Disney characters.
Yeah,
stuff.
That's cool.
But then the main thing is the chocolate thing.
Yes.
There is one. There is one there that it's really big. It has a gigantic Santa. It has a gigantic Nutcracker. It's just big, and it has like over 6,000 pounds of chocolate. Do not put me in there and leave me alone.
This is my show guy here. Can y'all tell? I don't know where he gets it from. So yeah, she's seen the train. So anyway, what? Yes, we want to say.
There was a merry-go-round in there.
Oh, that's over in the beach club. So yeah, so not to be outdone by Swan and Dolphin, Beach Club and Yacht Club also had a chocolate display, and they had the carousel, which was cool, and the cute little Chippendales made of chocolate. So that was just pretty neat. We had a great time. We had dinner, and then we strolled around, and then we just kind of hung out in the lobby at the yacht club. The kids watched cartoons, and just a nice, relaxing night. And it's so funny. We were there for 10 days, and as I was trying to think about my experiences, the two main things I remembered at Christmas were, of course, the party, and then just that evening strolling around.
I wish I could, though.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's kind of hard to want. It's a lot of things at Disney are like that, though. Sometimes they're so pretty that it's like, I really feel bad to eat this. Okay, so we've almost got the 7 dwarfs here. You okay, buddy? So he woke up from his nap, but it's okay. Do you want to say hi to the people? No, we're not practicing now. It's live. We did a few practice runs earlier today. So, but yeah, this is real. Okay, so that's it. So we're going to go back over real quick our top 5 reasons we think you should visit Disney World at Christmas. Number 5 was, of course, the special Christmas food. All you can eat Christmas cookies at the party was amazing. We love that. Number 4, the Christmas trees at all of the parks were beautiful. Our favorite was Epcot. Number 3 was the special Christmas shows and programs and events and so many things you can do. What? All right, what's number 2?
Special characters.
Special characters that you get to meet. And our number 1 was resort hopping to see all the decorations. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Real quick, just to shout out all of our ways you can join DisFanChat online. First of all, we were created, whatever you want to call it, because I was looking for a Twitter chat for Disney folks. I couldn't find one, but I had enough interest from other people in some other groups said they would like one, that I just decided we would start one. So we started the DisFanChat Twitter party. It happens on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be doing it tonight, talking all about FastPass Plus strategies, which is a great thing to discuss. I have not been since all of the new things have been started, so there are lots of, thank you, Dawn Marie, for joining us. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye. There are lots of new rides that would change my strategy, so I'm very interested in hearing about that tonight. If you do not know how to do a Twitter party, because I get this question all the time, like, how do I do a Twitter party? I'm not sure how to do it, don't feel shame about that, because 6 months ago, before I started blogging again, I didn't know a thing about Twitter. I don't even think I had a Twitter account, so I had to learn. It's really super simple. I'll explain it, and then also to tell you that if you'll go over to verivise.com on the post about the Christmas time, and also on my Mouse Fan Monday blog hop post, at the bottom I have a whole thing about how to do this. But essentially, you're going to log into your Twitter account. Just a minute, baby. We're almost finished. Log into your Twitter account, go into the search box and type in hashtag DisFanChat, and then click on latest. That's one way you can do it. And then you'll see the questions. And so basically a Twitter chat, you're going to have questions pop up every couple of minutes, and you're going to get to answer those and chat with all of us, and it's a great fun time. Another really easy way to do it is actually go to our Twitter page. We now have a dedicated Twitter page for the party, so it's twitter.com/DisFanChat. Same thing, 9 p.m. Eastern time, you'll start seeing the questions, and you can just interact there and on as many or as few questions as you want. It's a great way to network. If you're another blogger, that's how I met most of my other friends and admins and bloggers that I work with. And if you're just a Disney fan, shh, let's be nice. Let's talk nice to one another. If you're just a Disney fan, it's also a great way just to find resources on Disney and Disney park hops. The other thing I want to mention is, other places you can find us. You can find us on Instagram at DisFanChat. That's just Instagram.com DisFanChat. We're also on YouTube. Would love some likes on YouTube because we don't have a name yet. So you have to search Verivise Wow Travel YouTube on YouTube to find us. But we still have numbers because we don't have enough people. So we do some videos over there, and we'll probably be cross-posting these videos over there as well. And then, okay, so Twitter. And if you're a blogger and you enjoy Twitter chats and you want to be involved in it so that you're tagged in our questions and people can get to know your page, then join our group on Facebook, which is facebook.com/DisFanChat. I'm sorry, /groups/DisFanChat. So I think that's it. Verivise.com is my blog. DisFanChat everywhere else, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us. We had fun. Hope you enjoyed the raw realness of our life. And we'll be back. So we had a good time. Thank you all who joined in and conversed with us, and hope you all have a good afternoon. We'll see you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Twitter.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.